So another diet comes to a spectacular fail. I want to be a better cyclist. That's basically why I'm dieting. And obviously everybody wants to be as skinny as possible. So someone said to me, try the keto diet. The keto diet is you eat mainly fat and you stay off the carbs. And the theory behind this diet is that your body gets used to burning fat. So your fatty liver and your fatty waistline and stuff eventually gets burned off by this state known as ketosis, which is, as far as I can see, like sort of starvation state, really, where your body starts burning up stores of fat instead of readily available glycogen, sugars. It failed after just 3 days. After 3 days I'd lost 3 kilos, but that was probably just from not eating and dehydration, because carbs store a lot of water. It failed after 3 days because I was becoming psychopathically homicidal. I was becoming very, very angry and my mood was really bad. Now, it can be quite intense and depressive at the best of times, but you know, this was really getting to me. And it failed because I had some keto food in the house, and last night I made a 4-egg omelette with some cheese and some salmon. And it was so nice, I had another one. And I ended up having 2, and the 2-3 kilos went straight back on again. So why do diets fail so spectacularly for me all the time? And I think it's because I'm going against my nature. You know, I am essentially maybe a mesomorph. I'm quite a muscular, stocky character. And that's just what I am. I come from a long line of farmers, and I guess they survived the Scottish winters by being able to store fat and do the work by being sort of stocky, strong people. I guess going back in the old days, the guys that are great cyclists now, the skinny guys, the ectomorphs, is that what they're called? The little skinny guys who are 60, 70 kilos, I suppose they would have survived because they didn't need much food, and maybe they did light work, or maybe they were able to do a lot of work because they had quite small bodies that didn't need much food. Anyway, I think what I'm trying to get at here is that you are what you are. You know, Marco Pantani was 55 kilograms and all of that was legs. You know, to be a great sportsman is to be a freak of nature, not in a nasty way, but just in the fact that you have been born with a bigger heart. You've been born with bigger VO2. You've been born with a light body but strong legs. And you can't change that unless you're Dr. Frankenstein. You just are what you are. So I guess for people like me, it's just an ongoing process of doing your best to do as much exercise as you can with the aching joints and the arthritis, just doing what you can. No question, sunshine is my miracle cure, but we just don't get much of it around here, except for a couple of months in summer, and even that isn't guaranteed. I guess you've just got to, struggle on. I always talk about Sisyphus and life being Sisyphean, which is that it's just a struggle. And, be the best you can be. But fortunately, or not unfortunately, that's all you're going to be. You're never going to be somebody else. You're just going to be the best version of yourself. And I can go on about the subject forever, but that's enough just now, just to confirm that yet another attempt to move from 100 kilogram sumo cyclist to 75 or even 85 kilogram cyclist has failed massively very quickly. When I was 20, I was 75 kilos. So it's possible. And I ate a lot of food when I was 20, probably more food than I eat now. But I was doing a 3-hour martial arts session 2-3 times a week, running 2-3 miles every single night, doing double that at weekends. So I was simply, expending 2,000-3,000 calories in exercise every single day. And now I do that maybe once a week or twice a week in summer and not at all in winter. So that's the answer. The answer is that as you get older, unless you are a freak, and there are people I know much older than me who are still doing huge amounts of exercise, but they're the exception. And whenever you talk about these things, somebody says, but look at Archie. Archie's 75 now, and he still cycles 30 miles a day. Yeah, but there's not many Archies. There's maybe Archie's probably 1 or 2% of the population. Most are massively fat, sitting watching the telly. Once they get into their 60s, and once they get into their 70s, they're basically on life support. But just do your best. It's all you can do.